Hey Guru, I'd love to see Andy Ruiz beat Jake. What do you think? That could be cool. I'd like to see that as well. It won't happen though, but I'd love to see it. It just never happen. Everyone knows Jake Paul would beat, so we just never get to see it. No, I'm joking. I genuinely believe though there are some boxers that Jake Paul could beat. Does anyone ever like you hear about a big name fighting this random and then you look up their highlights and think, what is this? I feel like Jake Paul could beat some decent guys. Not like top level guys, but I think that he would now beat Tommy Fury in a rematch. I really easily believe that. Because Tommy Fury doesn't improve and he hasn't even fought since those fights because he's not a boxer. So I actually think that Jake Paul would beat him. He's actually pretty good. Yeah, he's all right. He wouldn't beat Usyk, though. No, obviously not. But there are some heavyweights. Whenever I look at like, oh, Joshua's fighting this guy, who have they beaten? Or who have they fought? And I'm looking at their highlights, I'm thinking, what the is this? Awful. This is awful. Vidal Riley. Yeah, I know he can't beat Vidal Riley, but what you guys don't understand is there's often just some prospect that's already better than most of the roster. You know? Jake beats Roy Romero. I don't even know if that's true, but yeah. I don't think he beats any elite level guys. Would be sad to see Curtis get knocked out again. Blades, yeah, it would be actually, because it's happened a few times in his career. I just think if Derek Lewis can be winning and then land a KO blow on you, Aspinall's going to humiliate you. You know? That's what I believe anyway, Luke. That's what I believe. I got a feeling that Figueiredo will easily KO Cheeto, then followed by an O'Malley. I loosened him up for you. I could see that as well. That is such an O'Malley tweet. Loosened him up for you, pal. And it's just a tweet of the knee landing or something like that. Dude, I think Figueiredo is going to choke out Marlon Vera. Hot take or not, chat, I think he rear naked chokes him. I can so see him getting down Vera and dominating him on the ground with grappling. I don't think it's that hot of a take even. I think that's logic right there. LOGIC, it's logic. Thank you for the $2. Jake Paul versus Guru in MMA is the real next fight. Yes. I don't know how that would even give me an advantage in any way, but yeah. Thank you for the membership, Kappa. I appreciate the membership, dude. Jake Paul hit Tommy Fury. I don't know if you could tell the humor, but he was. Thank you for the 26 months of membership, Braver 2001, long-time supporter of the channel. Hey, Guru, how do you think Bilal would do off of his back? Leon has very underrated takedowns and even took down Usman. I don't think Bilal's getting taken down. I think he's got the best takedown defense in recent UFC welterweight history. And maybe in the UFC right now, he's up there with Makhachev. Izzy will cry when Bruce Buffer says, fighting out of South Africa for DDP, but New Zealand for him. No, I bet you anything, chat. Yes or no, Buffer's going to announce Israel Adesanya from Auchi, Nigeria. 100 million %. 100,000 million % he is. Fighting out of Auchi, Nigeria by way of Auckland, New Zealand. Or something like that, you know. Auckland, New Zealand by way of Lagos, Nigeria. I think he's from Auchi, Nigeria. Whoa, something in your nose. Jones. Okay. Baby, you get something in your nose. Neck cake. Can you feel the hole? Baby, you get something yourself. Thank you for the $5. If Tom fought and beat Garn right after Jones versus Stipe, the interim belt would literally have more value than the real one. True. No, that's not what Tom should do, though, chat. Who's with me on this? Because the Garn fight happens in September. There's no way he'll defend. Aspinall should not even announce it, chat. Don't even announce that he's the backup opponent for UFC, whatever it's going to be, 308. Don't even announce it. Randomly just walk onto the scales on a weigh-in day. Don't announce Tom as the backup opponent and just have Tom randomly show up. Like, Tom Aspinall was weighed in. What a shock. Aspinall weighs in as backup opponent. That would be aura right there. Because that would really show that he's trying to track him down. But now we're jinxing it, so he'll lose to that shit fuck Blades. Who isn't shit, by the way. He's really good. And actually, he's going to win. I think he's dominating. There's no way he loses that Curtis Blades guy. Come on. If Jake ever fought Alex, it'd be at 185 with rehydration. Yeah, true. It would be, actually, yeah. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $1 G money. Yeah. Are you going to train for the 4 a.m. walkouts? To train for the 4 a.m. walkouts. You must not know what I've been doing for the past 7 years of my life. Well, 5 years of the channel. Staying up late. Yeah, you're not from round here, are you, bud? I've been staying up till 4 a.m. forever. That's light work, brother. Okay? Tekken origami, man. True. Martin Bidet beats Aspinall. Martin Bidet actually DM'd me on Instagram last night, which is pretty crazy. You want to hear what he said? What the fuck? No way. Yeah, Martin Bidet. He said, don't be so quick to pass judgment on us fighters when you haven't stepped in a cage once in your life. So I just left him on red. Fat fuck. Impression of Jones having his way with Daddy Dana. Who can he beat in the top 15 outside of Bobby? If Paddy does somehow beat Green, it's a tough road ahead. Who can he beat in the top 15 outside Bobby? I think Paddy Pimblett can beat Justin Gaethje. I actually think Gaethje is the weak link at lightweight right now. After that KO. I'm going to be real with you guys. I think Gaethje's the weak link, waiting to be snatched by whoever gets to match up first after that fucking Holloway fight. Slept, face first, planted, nasty, gets wobbled a lot, always gets wobbled. What if he gets wobbled against a grappler, guys? I'm not blinded by glaze, dude. Gaethje is not all that. Fiziev arguably could have won the fight as well, and Fiziev nearly fucking lost to RDA. Zero chance. Yeah, and Ilya has no chance against Volk. Yeah, it's crazy. Sniffing that cake. Can you feel the hose? No. 5. Just because you had a little interview with Paddy, don't let that blind you. Bobby gone piece him up and TKO him in the second and then be cringe and get called King Green. Oh, yeah, like what Bobby Green did to Thiago Moises. Or what he did to Clay Guida, remember? I know he's gotten better, but still. Remember when he was beating up Jared Gordon? No, Jared Gordon was beating him up. Literally wobbled him in their fight, and then Green intentionally headbutted him. I was watching it back today. He wobbled him. Jared Gordon wobbled Bobby Green in that fight. Stung him and had his legs freeze up. I'm not making a mistake by picking a guy that I had an interview with, because so far everyone that I've done an interview with has won their fights. DDP, Renato Moicano. That's it. Paddy Pimblett coming up soon. Hitting the dome. Bit of a sticky one still, fam. Thank you for the $5. Justin gets KO'd once and all of a sudden Paddy can beat him. Dude. I'm telling you, Paddy is more dangerous than you think he is. And we're going to find out this weekend, I guess. I really do think he is. I really do think he is. Because he goes for it, Paddy. And that is dangerous in itself. He goes for it. You're never going to see Paddy out there gun shy. You know what I mean? He does go for it no matter what, knowing that he'll take a good shot and give it back. So he's dangerous, dude. I actually was saying it last week because I already knew I was trying to set up the Paddy interview, but I've been saying that Paddy's a little bit underrated. Because we were talking about the Ferguson getting him dropping Ferguson while Ferguson dropped Bobby Green and Ferguson dropped Chandler. We were talking about that for a long time. Of you, but I've been saying that Paddy's a little bit underrated because we were talking about the Ferguson getting him dropping Ferguson while Ferguson dropped Bobby Green and Ferguson dropped Chandler. We were talking about that for a long time. Chat, first 3 minutes of round 1 in Chandler versus Ferguson, Chandler's stand-up was getting exposed. Yes or no in chat? First 3 minutes of that fight. It wasn't just one shot from Ferguson. Chandler's stand-up was genuinely getting exposed by Ferguson. Bobby Green got dropped badly by Ferguson in the first round, and then Ferguson let him back up and did good in the first round. Paddy did not have any problems with Ferguson in round 1. Sorry, he just didn't. Objectively, he just didn't. He got caught by a shot. He took it and then just kept dishing out more damage, chewing up Ferguson's leg, kicking him to the body, landing big shots to the head, rocking him, dropping him with a flying knee, following up, beating the shit out of him on the ground. I know Green was the first to sub him. I know. But it was mainly because Ferguson was spent before that, I'm not trolling with the Paddy versus Gaethje take. You guys act like there's never a time where top contenders start losing, and it pisses me off that you always do that. I'm just saying that's a wild take. It's not wild to say that Pimblett could beat Gaethje. I'm sorry, it's just not. Just to be very clear, now, yes. But the question I was asked was, if he beats Bobby Green, who do you think he would do well against in the top 15? So first, we are taught something about the Bobby Green performance. Then I'm saying that, dude, if he gets past Bobby Green, I wouldn't mind his shot against Gaethje, honestly. We all said the same thing about Yan versus Sugar before it happened. Sugar showed a lot more talent than Pimblett did on the come up, but yeah, I know what you mean. Paddy put you in your place. He told you what to do and say. He owns you. No, he didn't at all. Stop flaming skinny motherfuckers. I eat Shmail Gaziev, still skinny. Okay. I'm just saying that's a wild take, right? Thank you for that. Good. If you had to put your life savings on a 3-leg parlay this, fuck off with these nerds, man. Parlay nerds. I'd say Sam Patterson's going to win against Kiefer Crosby, because I've just looked up the physique melt of Kiefer Crosby. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.